Hey, Miss Gail. It's Tasha, aka Diva. I just want to say congratulations on the many years of inspiring children and influencing them in their lives. Because if not, our world would definitely eat up.
Okay, okay.
You look just like your mama.
I know. Okay. You making me nervous.
Oh, come on, little G.
Okay. Hey, Miss Hearts, I just want to say thank you for everything that you taught me, and thank you for letting me know that I can do anything that I put my.
Hi, Miss Hearts. It's Brianna. One of my favorite memories was just being at the studio on Saturday all day before recital. We would be there from, I want to say, 10 to about 6, running the show back to back to back. But I love being there because I found some of my closest friends at the studio, and of course, Miss Hearts. She will always be dear to my heart. Love you, Miss Hearts. Mwah.
So my favorite memory with Miss Hearts was back in middle school when I had the front row syndrome. She just basically, instilled that if you are a true performer, if you're passionate about what it is that you are doing, you will be seen wherever you are on stage. So that's something that I've taken with me, and I also share with my students. So thank you, Miss Hearts. Stars, they shine anywhere.
Hi, Tony here. Actually preparing for a recital myself, but I wanted to take a second to send some love to my home team, GHDC. Just thinking back over the many years I was there, I would have to say one of my fondest memories of GHDC would be our Saturday rehearsals, how we would come together as a family, support each other, watch each other, help each other grow. One of the most fondest things I can remember from GHDC. Love you guys. Good luck tonight.
Mrs. Harts, whom I started dancing with at 5 years old, has ultimately become one of the greatest influences in my life. I have so many fond memories of Miss Harts, from pulling out of me a God-given talent in dance, to the group lectures we would receive, to packing us all up into her van like sardines, to the Board of Education, to not taking any mess from us. But most of all, I have so many memories that sum up one who loved and still loves us like her own children, unconditionally. I will always be indebted to Mrs. Harts, and I couldn't forget Mr. Harts. I love you both dearly.
Guys, it's Sheena Ballerina. I so wish I could be there right now with you guys. I'm sure that there's a phenomenal show going on right now that I'm missing out on. Well, when I think about my experience with Gail Hart's Dance Company, I must say so many things go through my mind. Like, I spent half of my childhood, maybe, no, I spent my entire childhood at Gail Hart Dance Company. I mean, she's my second mom. There's no other way to put it. Uh, but when I do think about like my most memorable moment, especially with dancing, I would have to say there was a time that she put me in a tap dance routine. I cannot even remember which routine it was. But I was in high school, and we're dancing on the stage in the tap routine. And to know me is to know that tap is not my favorite genre of dance, okay? And so I go up there, and I'm shuffling, and I'm realizing in the middle of the dance, or in the beginning of the dance, I don't know this routine. So you know what I did? I did that toe heel all the way off the stage into the curtain, and my peers were like, well, where did Sheena go? I'm like, in the curtain. I will not embarrass myself or my family with not knowing this dance. So between that moment and the time I broke my toes right before a competition, I literally broke 3 toes right before I had to do a ballet, a point piece. And I went to Miss Gail and I was like, I broke my toes, I'm crying, like, oh my gosh, I can't dance. And you know what the response was? My heart bleeds. Put on your pointe shoes, you'll be fine. So here I am at competition, tears flowing while I'm just doing all of my little ballet. And guess what? We got first place. Okay. Anyway, guys, you guys have fun. I'm going to miss you guys. Hopefully I get to see you guys at some point this summer. And if I do, we're going to do an intense ballet class. See you guys soon. Love you, Miss Gail.
Hi everyone, it's Mikhail. My greatest memory of dancing at Gail Hart's would be practicing all day and night and then going to Miss Hart's house and continuing to dance. We used to turn sleepovers into recitals and pageants. And I just love the fact that we all grew up together. It was a family. And we still have those relationships with one another now. We learned how to be dedicated to our art. We learned how to love one another and to be there for one another and to help each other out and just create a sisterhood and a family and brotherhood with one another. And I know a lot of those traits we take on into other levels and other things in our lives. So we appreciate you. I appreciate you for being my dance mom, my mom outside of everything. I love the fact that you shared your gift with me so that I can share my gift with other people. So love you, Mom.
Just use your gifts that he gives you, you know, because if you don't, you may lose it. So, and that's one thing that I've definitely learned. And I'm definitely appreciative for the opportunity to be with her and her company and everybody who I get to work with every day. So, thank you.
My name is Willis. My story is similar to Rick's. I joined Miss Fox about a year and a half ago as well. I was dancing all over state and she came and do a residency class with us. And she asked me how much do I love to dance. And I said with all my heart. And she said, well, you need to come and dance with Miss Fox. So I did. And as he said, she makes you believe in yourself. I have many teachers, some who are her students, so I get double doses of the work, but I appreciate it all. So when you not necessarily want to give up, but when you feel like you can't be as good as you think you should be at that point, she just pushes you and reminds you where you came from. And she says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. So she teaches us to love the Lord first, love ourselves, respect our parents, respect our elders, and respect each other as members of the company and classmates, and just as a generation as a whole. She tries to build us up and lead us in the right path. And she always says it takes a village to raise a child. And Miss Fox Company is a village. Everybody that works with her loves all of us. We all love each other. It's just a family atmosphere. So